Hello and welcome to the special Little 500 edition of Hoosier News Source. I'm Deanna Allbrittin and I'll be one of your co-hosts for today's show. My co-host Haley Nelson is at the desk where she'll let you know what you'll be seeing over the next few minutes.
Hello everyone. I think today's show will be an exciting one. We know you probably know the winners of Friday and Saturday's races, but we have some of the inside stories from the 2012 men and women's Little 500s. You'll want to keep watching after that for information on some upcoming events and some potential closings of university offices due to budget cuts.
That's right, Haley, but first let's wrap up this crazy week of the world's greatest college weekend with a look at the races. This year's men's race was cluttered with crashes and lead changes, but it was a hard-fought 200 laps until the very end, with one team's 5-year winning streak coming to an end. With information on the new victor is Hoosier News Source's Kylie Works.
Today marks the 62nd running of the Little 500. It's taken many teams here a number of years to establish a tradition of excellence. But after just 2 years, the CSF cycling team has demonstrated a determination to join the elite. What once started out as a small bike race, the Little 500 has grown to be the greatest spectacle in all of racing.
I think that it just stands the test of time because it is such a unique event, and it's one that truly integrates the entire campus, and it brings together the Greek life, the residence halls, and independent teams, and wraps its arms around everybody. And then year in and year out, the alumni come back because they're so passionate and enthusiastic about the Little 500s.
Going into the race, the CSF cycling team had high hopes.
It took us all a little bit of time to go, oh my word, we qualified second, how awesome is that? But I think that's a testament to how hard they've worked, how, qualifying second was a testament to how well they practiced their exchanges, as well as, how well they practiced their speed and their times around the track. But same idea goes into race day.
But their hopes were derailed after a crash on the 4th lap sent them to the back of the pack. Accidents and yellow flags plagued the race, resulting in continuous lead changes. Going into the last lap, Delta Tau Delta, Sigma Chi, and Cutters were neck and neck. But Delta Tau Delta pulled ahead to earn their very first Little 500 victory.
It's just unbelievable at this point. I don't believe that we won yet. And the way it turned out with one guy to do 10 laps, it just happened like that. I don't know, it wasn't part of the plan. We just found ourselves in a good position at the end. And we ended up taking it home because we held on. So I'm pretty excited.
For Hoosier News Source, I'm Kylie Works.
Thanks, Kylie. Competition like this always makes Little 500 exciting. Now on to the women's race, where H&S reporter Misha Wee will show us how rain affected this year's race.
Right smart. Keep your head up. Good one. And Godspeed.
Despite the rain, fans still came out to cheer on their favorite teams as the first day of IU's most anticipated weekend begins.
Oh, the atmosphere has been really great all week, yeah. A lot of concerts, everyone's having a good time.
It's our first year riding for Little 5, and we are so excited.
The chilly weather and rainy conditions did nothing to dampen the spirits of riders and fans alike, who stayed optimistic throughout the race.
I'm a little nervous for their safety, but I think they'll be okay, honestly.
Nervous about the rain because it'll be a little tricky with exchanges, but I feel pretty well.
The top 6 fought a tough battle in the pack until the very end. In a suspenseful final lap, Delta Gamma finally pulled ahead of the others. They were followed closely by Kappa Alpha Theta and Teeter.
And it's going to be Delta Gamma with the second championship. Delta Gamma, Theta.
They deserve it after last year too, because we were so close last year, and they've been working so hard.
Literally, day and night.
I've never met more dedicated people.
They're awesome. Yeah, they're awesome. They love it.
Sacrifice a lot for this day.
They do.
So
this is big for them.
I'm happy for them.
Yeah.
Their strategy was really solid, and they've been really consistent in history, so I'm glad they won.
Riding year-round is really key when it comes to preparing for the Little 5. I know it seems crazy because it's one day.
One day that will be called IU's most celebrated race of the year. This is Misha Wee reporting for Hoosier News Source.
And now that the Little 500 week is over, it looks like a lot of us have to get back to the real world.
Yeah, and my reality is going to be a date with good old Herman B. Wells tonight. That's the library, where I'm sure I'll be joined by many other students.
I'm sure you will. It seems to be the way to go tonight.
Yeah, we've all got a lot of work to catch up on. But now we have the lovely reporter who brought you the inside scoop on Women's Little 5, Misha Wee, here with us in studio to talk about our first non-Little 5 related news for today.
That's right. Before there was college ACB, now there's another way to spill your feelings, but in a completely different way. Right, Misha?
That's right, Haley. As finals week rapidly approaches, stress levels are already running high. IU is one of a handful of schools in the nation to offer Supporting Peers and Laid-Back Listening, or SPIL, an online support system for frustrated college students. Here's what the president of SPIL, Lauren Empson, had to say.
The semester's almost over. Don't worry. If you need to talk about something, it's so fast and so easy to just write it down and send it to us, and we'll answer in 24 hours.
To find out more about SPIL at IU, check out my full story at iustv.com.
Thanks, Misha. Now that Little 500 festivities that brought artists like Tiesto and Afrojack to campus are over, art of a different type will be still visible across Bloomington. IU continues commemorating Arts Everywhere Week, a month-long celebration of traditional and unexpected art across the area. This annual event, held for 30 years, features everything from live stage performances, impromptu concerts, and even flash mobs across Bloomington and campus. Expect to see many student exhibits at the School of Fine Arts and performances at the IU Auditorium. For more information on this celebration of arts in Bloomington, visit artsweek.indiana.edu.
Looking to pick up a new and unique language without the commitment of a class? Informal language tables for native and non-native speakers take place throughout the week here at IU. While some are held on campus at the Union Starbucks, others take place off campus, giving students a chance to learn about some of the more interesting local cafes outside of the sample gates. The Estonian language table will be taking place this Tuesday at the Engels Cafe in the Mathers Museum, and the Ukrainian language table will be at the Laughing Planet Cafe on the corner of Kirkwood and Grant. You can find contact information for these two language tables and others on the IUB events page.
Looking for a way to unwind before finals? A much anticipated option may surprise you. Rent a Puppy, where $5 and a valid ID will earn you half an hour of playtime with a puppy of your choice, will be coming to Dunn Meadow Thursday from 1 to 5 p.m. Proceeds of the charity event will be donated to the Bloomington Animal Shelter and hosting group Lutheran Campus Ministries. The shelter will also accept donations, including toys and other pet supplies. Organizers suggest arriving early and signing up for the event. For more information, visit the Rent a Puppy page on Facebook.
State budget cuts to the university may start to hit close to home for some students here at IU. Rumors have been circulating for weeks about the future of some of the offices in the Diversity, Equity, and Multicultural Affairs Office. Sources have confirmed to us that without an agreement, the Office of Women's Affairs and the Hudson and Holland Scholars Program may have to close their doors. Consolidation of the offices could result in cutting services to women and underrepresented minorities. Students are petitioning the Board of Trustees to keep the programs, and a decision should be made in the coming weeks. To follow up with stories you've seen on the show, remember to check our news department's Twitter feed. You can follow us at Hoosier NW Source.
And a special thank you goes out to everyone who participated in the free Afrojack ticket giveaway. Make sure to follow us on Twitter for future opportunities.
Well, that's all we have for you this week on the special edition of Hoosier News Source. Check back with us next week, where I'll take a look at just how impersonal graduation at IU can be.
And with graduation so close, that should definitely be an interesting story. Make sure to tune in for the final episode of the semester. See you next week.